Hello and welcome to another session of Hive. So Hive, we have two types of tables. One is the managed table and the other is the external table. We talked about this a little bit earlier classes as well. So managed table is basically the tables that we have been creating until now. So what happens with managed table is when you drop the managed table, the backend directory, the backend files associated with that table is deleted as well. So we have seen this as well in the previous sections where we have dropped the managed table and then how it impacted the file system in the backend. So generally the managed tables are used for staging purpose, because if you have a staging table where you are basically using it to store temporary data, so that's where you use the managed tables. Otherwise we don't use the managed table. The other table which is predominantly used is called the external table. So what is the difference between managed and external is, in external table when you drop this table, the table schema is deleted. However, the backend directory, the files associated with the table, the actual data would still exist. So this way, when there is a schema change, or instead of storing this data or copying the database somewhere else, you can basically drop this table and then your data will still exist in the backend. So these are the basic two tables. This is the difference between the two. A simple difference: in a managed table, you drop a table, your associated files will also be deleted. If you drop an external table, the schema is deleted but your data will still exist. So that's the basic difference. And how do we create an external table? So this is the table that we have created. This is a query that we have used for creating your managed table. So we have the table name, we have the columns, we have the row formatted others, and we have the location where we want to store this, where the data is available, right? Now if you want to create the external table, it's very simple. Here you just type external, that's it. It is that simple. There's no other difference. If you mention is external, the table that will be created will be an external table. If you don't mention external, the table that will be created is your managed table. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and create this table. But before that, we'll have to drop the existing table, because this practice under dot customers is available. So the table is now deleted or dropped. So I'm going to go ahead and execute this. Okay, so the data or the table is now created. So if I do a describe formatted, so you can see here the location, which it points to the location that we have given, but the table type, if you see, it is now saying external table. It's not the managed table. So this is a location that this table is using. So if I go and check this location, I have to use it here. Okay, so this is the location. So let me do a quick ls on this location. So we have this data here in this location. So we have this data. So let me go ahead and quickly do a select star on this customers. Right, so we have this data. So what I'll do is I'll drop this table here. So I drop this table. If I query for this table, I should get an error saying this table is not existing. Yep, so this table does not exist, but what will happen to this data? So if I go back and query this data, and I should still see that file present here. So that's the basic difference between your external table. So if it was a managed table, this data would have been deleted, but then since this is an external table, the data is still present. So this is the basic difference between your managed table and an external table. Again, use managed table if it is a staging table. Use your external table if it is a target system. So that's it. I hope this was clear, and I'll see you guys in my next class.